we're not only trying to make the playoffs, Terry. No, we're trying to get the feeling back of the Plaza, thinking about the Plaza, thinking about playoff hockey and ending the drought. The Buffalo Sabres are currently in third place in the Atlantic Division. We'll see how the rest of the games shake out today. But for right now, January 24th, we can believe that the Buffalo Sabres are going to end their drought. Folks, welcome back to Gatesy's Win More, Lots More, presented by Batavia Downs Gaming Hotel and the Buffalo Sabres. Man, I can't believe what we're watching. I can't believe what we're seeing. I can't believe what we're all feeling with this team right now. They just beat the New York Islanders 5-0 on the road to get their third straight win, to get their 18th win in their last 22 games played. The Sabres are 18-3-1 in their last 22. This team is truly, they keep making me move the goalposts farther and farther and farther away from where they currently are, because they keep exceeding, expectations we're setting for them to, get a little bit of belief back that, things are different. We're seeing it, but, every single Sabres fan has lived it time and time of, oh, this team might be different. This team, is winning games, but then it all comes crumbling apart. We're pushing these goalposts back, not even just, winning games, but how they're winning games. We're getting to the point where they're not winning games well enough. We're getting discourse like that. I mean, we'll talk about that at the end of, becoming, win purists. But this team is finding ways to win. Tonight, they did what they needed to. We've seen their last two games. You had a 4-0 lead against Nashville. It gets to 4-3, you win 5-3. Last game against Montreal, you go up 3-0, gets to 3-2, you get a win there. They slayed that blowing lead dragon tonight because Alex Lyon gets his second shutout of the season. The Lyon King gets his 9th straight winning goal. What a beautiful problem the Sabres have right now of, gosh, what really good goaltender do we play tonight? Lyon was awesome. He made huge saves throughout the course of the night. He had a couple scary moments, but hey, he's a goon. He will take care of himself out there, and a great game from Lyon. A 26-save shutout. He is awesome. Watching him in net, too, is so fun because you'll see him. He's just like a guy out there. You'll see most goalies are just like stonewalled, like, we're going to focus on this. Everything's blocked out. It's literally just, it's like you put a random guy in the crease. He just happens to be awesome at hockey at the same time. He's been great for the Sabres, having him in. It's a tough bounce for Colton Ellis. I don't know what they're going to do with him. That's an issue for another day. We're going to have fun. We're going to enjoy this. We're going to think about good things right now. And yeah, Alex Lyon continues to impress me as a net. He brings stability. I'm glad the Sabres got him the shutout. Michael Kesselring, he took a penalty late. Thought that was going to be it. I mean, especially when Dan Dunleavy said every single word he could have said except shutout. Like, we can be a little bit more graceful about talking about shutouts with like 4 minutes to go. Dan, pump the brakes. I mean, it didn't cost him, but pump the brakes just a little bit. But again, Alex Lyon cannot say enough good things about him tonight. Jason Zucker, a 2-goal night. And we've seen throughout the course of the Sabres season, I don't like to complain. I've complained a couple times. So if the Sabres giving up goals, in the last 2 minutes of a period or the first 2 minutes of a period, it's one of my biggest gripes. Thank you, Coach Gershon, for that. But the Sabres were on the opposite end of that spectrum tonight, where Jason Zucker scores in the first 33 seconds of period 2. He had a scoreless first. Awesome. Like, he gets the rebound from Jack Quinn. Great. The Sabres get that goal. It's a big goal because Sabres Islanders notoriously like low scoring game of, who's going to get that first one and what are they going to do with it. Getting that first goal was awesome. His second goal, same exact, concept. This was 25 seconds into the third period. That goal was huge because the Sabres were up 2-0 going into the third period. We've seen them, those last two games, like I talked about earlier, collapse. When they get that lead, what are they going to do? They put their foot on the gas. They actually put their foot on the gas tonight, scored that goal to make it 3-0. Jason Zucker was phenomenal. Best probably 5-on-5 game we've seen from him. We've seen him produce on the power play all season, but to do it 5-on-5, truly great. Like, that is awesome from Zucker, and especially you look down the stretch too. He had a massive block shot to set up the Dahlin empty netter. We'll talk about that a little bit later. But he's doing it at both ends. Like, that's what the Sabres need. We're seeing that elevation throughout the lineup. You're seeing just how deep the Sabres team is now too, where you have that Tage line buzzing. You have the kids line. You know, they didn't score tonight, but they were finding great chances throughout, Hellenis especially. Love that. Awesome to see. And now you're getting that McLeod, Zucker, Quinn producing as well. It's a beautiful thing. You have the fourth line buzzing out there, grinding, doing what they have to. It's great. The Sabres team is scoring throughout the lineup too. Tage Thompson gets a goal tonight off of a beautiful play from Zach Benson behind the goal, where he gets the goaltender so confused. He needs a map in net. Big save Dave, I'm sorry, but Zach Benson, each game, he's getting rewarded for how hard he's working. He was really snake bit to start the year of just getting points. You know, anyone who's like watching the full game and not just looking at the stat sheets, like, you know, he's a really good player. He's just not getting the points behind it. Now he is. You got this, you know, with that Tage line, but that kid line too. He's a big reason Ostlund and Hellenis are finding success in the NHL right now. He's driving. He's working hard. Like, I cannot say enough good things. I keep saying the same things about Zach Benson, but he's a little rat. In the best way possible, he's our rat, and I love him. He makes his team so much better, and he got Tage that goal tonight. So great for that. And yeah, the Sabres just kept surviving. The name of the game the past 22 games of this streak they've been on is surviving. Surviving. They haven't had too many games where they put their foot on the gas. Tonight was that. They had their moments of, you know, having to bear down, getting some massive, you know, backdoor saves from Alex Lyon, getting just, you know, the saves needs to make. And it was truly great. You get an empty net. You know, the Islanders pulled their goalie, pulled big save Dave with over 6 minutes to go. And yeah, we got that big block from Zucker I talked about. D-zone face-off. They put out Peyton Krebs. Everyone's thinking this is his time to shine. You know, Dahlin gets the full ice goal, but, you know, Krebs won the face-off. He got the assist on it, so he's still getting his points when the net is empty, so happy for Krebsy. And then, you know, to add insult to injury, the Sabres just keep playing. Alex Tuck tips in the Matthias Samuelsson shot. You know, don't really want to break things down at this point, because, you know, the Islanders weren't playing probably the way they'd want to at that point in the game. He gets it on net. Tuck does a good job just getting to the net. I love building on habits. I hate seeing bad habits form, so this is good. I like that. And the most important thing about this goal, Michael Kesselring gets his first point as a Buffalo Sabre. It took, you know, 51 games into the season. He's obviously missed a lot due to injury, but he finally has it. And it was great because he scored that goal and all the Sabres went to him for his secondary assist. Good to get him on the scoreboard. Good to get him to that confidence, get that monkey off his back, feeling good. And now we can say 36 points to 33. Thank you, Josh Stone, for the other 35 of that. Folks, it is so hard not to just be happy. Everything I'm thinking of is just happiness with this team. I keep, like I said, moving the goalposts, and they keep, you know, matching my expectations I have for them. The big thing they get a lead. Are they going to fall back and just survive again? Because eventually they're not going to be able to survive a game like that. What do? They keep scoring. They get that goal from Zucker to start the third, and they fed off that momentum. They're fun to watch, folks. I can believe again, and, you know, there's obviously things to be worried about. Like, the power play keeps giving up phenomenal chances to the other team's PK. Alex Lyon probably won the game in some capacity for the Sabres, where they were giving up chances every single power play they had. Breakaway stops, odd man rush stops. Alex Lyon bailed the power play out. Alex Lyon was the best power play guy for the Sabres tonight. That goes to show where the extra man advantage is for the Sabres. Alex Lyon is currently their best player when they have a power play. He was making saves when he needed to. He kept him in the game. And it felt like the Sabres were just surviving when they had the man advantage. So that's something to worry about a little bit. But, you know, it's another game where you have the Sabres kind of exiting these rumors of, you know, they're not winning the right way. When did we become purists of how the Sabres are winning games? You know, the past couple, it's been, oh, they're getting outshot a lot. They're not getting a lot of shots on goal, but they're winning games. This team throughout the course of the last 10 years has done nothing but find ways to lose games. Every year, it's some incredible, unimaginable way the Buffalo Sabres would find the craziest way to lose a game. They would do it to themselves too. Right now, they're doing the exact polar opposite, and they're finding ways to win. We'll never complain about a team finding a way to win. It's the most beautiful thing in the world. I love, breaking down some of the nuances of this dumb game. But at the end of the day, they are winning. They got outshot again tonight. Who cares? They won 5-0. They're not giving up a million grade A chances. They're still giving them up, which is concerning, but their goaltenders are bailing them out of those bad spots. But the Sabres are capitalizing on the chances they do get. That's the beautiful thing. We're seeing the offense, not be so limited to rush plays, to, a Tage Thompson one-timer on the power play. We're seeing them score in so many different facets. We're seeing them score just getting to the net. The Tage Thompson goal, just get a puck to the net. He gets there. Zucker gets a rebound, just get to the net. Dahlin, all the way across the ice, just get it on net. It's the tuck goal, just get it on net. It's a little simple on that front, but they're just finding ways to capitalize on the chances they get. They're bearing down when they have to. They have an it factor I cannot put into words. No one can put into words because this is just fun. They're in a third spot in the Atlantic right now. They have, space in the wild card. Before the season or even early in the season, I would have been praying for the Sabres just to be in the conversation of being in the hunt of a wild card spot at this point with how the season went. When they were, I feel like a broken record. They were the only team under 500 in the East for such a long time. They go on the win streak. They're playing well after it. It's truly a beautiful thing. How this team is able to just keep winning. They keep doing it, and it's just the best thing. The vibes are there. Every single post-game video the social team puts out of Ruff's saying, good job, fellas. They do the championship belt, and let's keep rolling. There's that energy in the room that's contagious. They believe. I can't think of a Sabres team that's had that in the locker room in such a long time. Granted, I'm not in the room. Most likely at home, you're not in the room. But it feels like it's there. You see them on the bench. They're picking each other up. And it's just an awesome time to be a Sabres fan. Now, with that being said, they do have 31 games left. That could be a scary thing to think about or an awesome thing to think about where we're, closing in on how many games are left this season. They're obviously over the halfway mark. You got to take this next stretch in sections of 5? Probably the best way to do it. Break up this next 30 into 5. So these next 6 stretches, they win those, next 6 5-block sections. That's a massive, that's it. Not only we're just thinking about the plaza at that point, we'll be in the plaza. And folks, enough of this positive thinking because we still have a lot of hockey left to play. So let me know your thoughts on the Sabres right now. If you're still watching, thank you. It means a lot to me. And this Sabres team, it's leaving me speechless right now. But thank you. If you are watching, we're doing another live Crossing Swords podcast. If you missed our one on Thursday, that Montreal game, February 5th at Resurgence Brewing Co., myself and Bunty will be there. Some special guests too. Just let me know. I might tell you who they are, but if you show up, just find me. I'll get you a beer on me. We can enjoy the Sabres game. Hopefully enjoy a win there and just can keep enjoying this ride we're on. So folks, thank you again. Please like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Helps me out. Lets me know that you want more of this. Let me know content-wise what you're looking for too out of the series, out of the Sabres team. And I'll try my best to do that. But folks, just another Sabres win. I will see you all next game. Let's go Sabres.